Hello viewers, welcome in another episode, and you can see all cars I will present you today. Those are cars from the parcel I got recently from Vinted France. I will move camera forward and I will move those aside because otherwise camera could be going crazy. We will start with this Ferrari 458 Italia GT3 2011, GT Tour 2011. The driver is Sebastian Loeb, and the whole collection was built around Sebastian Loeb. Some of those cars will be just generic, but they will be similar to cars Sebastian Loeb drove or based on those cars. I'm starting with Tarmax and XO cooperation because I already presented this model. I will put link to video with full review of Ferrari 458, and not only. There will be plenty of rally and race cars. Better quality than most, apart from the Tarmac and Mini GT, better than what we can see here. The next one, we are starting with a small premium. This is Mini GT Ford Puma from M Sport Ford WRT number 19, and it's 2022 Rally Monte Carlo winner. We can see there is even official license for the livery of this racing team. As for model itself, it's Mini GT. It's not the newest one, so we have metal base without details of the model. For me, a little bit strange choice is this slicks. Rally Monte Carlo. I'm not so sure they would drive on slicks. We have Pirelli P0 wheels, Oz rims, and you can see it even on the rims. Nice badge, nice headlamps, very nice livery, and even it wasn't mentioned on the box. Now you can see the driver was Sebastian Loeb, the most titled WRC driver, and rear lights are very nice as well. Then we have those reflective lights painted there. Exhaust is very simple, they didn't even bother to use silver paint to accent it. Ford Puma, nice and complicated wing with plenty of information about sponsors and a team. Interior, we can see safety cage, steering wheel, but it's black, so it will be really hard to see details. But then this is Mini GT, so why interior is not bad, there is not too much to brag about. Rubber mirrors, nice, very nice model. Sorry, but I will put those back in boxes because it takes a lot of space, and at least with those I don't want to anything or make anything. Next brand, less premium, but anyway higher quality than rest of those models, is High Speed. That's the brand from Hong Kong, if I remember correctly. They are making models since 1979, and they moved from Hong Kong to Macau, then back to Hong Kong. This is Ford Thunderbird. Surprise! I hope you are as surprised as me. Of course, this is Citroen Xara WRC 1/64 scale. It isn't even quality of Mini GT, but I would say this is better quality than Hot Wheels Premiums. Acrylic case, and it's not that bad. Give information about car. Acrylic headlamps may be very simplified, but anyway, acrylic headlamps. And same with tail lamps, which is not that guaranteed, because High Speed very often makes lamps by using paint and brush or whatever tool they have for it. Michelin, Citroen Sport, Total, Rally Monte Carlo 2004. Simplified because we have only name, surname without name, and it's only for a driver. Loeb, Sebastian Loeb. Not bad wheels. Looking close enough to original on rubber tires, and rubber tires are with thread. So at least when it comes to thread, this is better than Mini GT. Interior, nice. We have bucket seat, safety cage. Safety cage is not black, it's silver, so extra points for it. Exhaust, very simplified, but we have registration plate. Again, extra points for this. Plastic spoiler. And we have mirrors, which are just part of the casting. We have one more High Speed model. This time, this isn't surprise. Citroen Xara WRC 1/64 scale as well. 2005 Rally Monte Carlo, and again driver was Sebastian Loeb. Simple but still acrylic headlamps, acrylic tail lamps. You know that those two castings are very similar. The difference is just change in livery, because this is 2005, not 2004. Different number. It's now 1, not 4. Different registration plate, but otherwise it's exactly same casting. One of my favorite castings in this batch is this Citroen 2CV. This is made by Spanish company, Guisval. Maybe this casting isn't perfect, as you can see. The casting itself is not perfectly finished. Paint job is not smooth, but it could be age as well. I got it in this blister. It wasn't unopened. It wasn't opened. I freed it from this, I would say, very nice blister, because you know I like simple things when it comes to packaging, and those fancy one for something so cheap, it makes no sense. And anyway, such a simple blister makes sense when inside is Citroen 2CV. Wheels and tires are plastic, but we have thread on tires. Those wheels are a little bit wonky, but I can see, you know, it's made this way, but liver is really nice. One of the funniest thing is this huge steering wheel. Then what next? Now we can have a look at oh, by the way, Guisval is almost it's older than Hot Wheels by few years. And now we have Mondo Motors, Italian company. It's not as old, because it was made in 1979, I think. And here we have Citroen DS3. As you can see, this is licensed. Very simple headlamps, just a little bit of silver paint, same with rear lights, a little bit of red paint, and something we've seen already a few times, and we will see even more. We have Red Bull, I would say it's Red Bull Total livery, but they didn't put Total on it because probably they decided it's too expensive to get license. And this is very funny model, because as you can see there is no steering wheel, but there is some kind of robot sitting on driver's seat. It's really funny. At the first, you know, I just noticed, oh, there is nothing here, and I can see legs, but no, just below window edge we have some kind of torso, very squarish. I should have a box as well. Oh yeah. So you know, this is on the opposite side of Guisval, because we have like double blister, which makes completely no sense with such simple model, but whatever. I didn't pay much for it, so I won't complain about blister. What next? Oh, we can go this way. This is Norev, Citroen, C. Elise. This isn't a rally car, this is race car, because we can see WTCC. So this is Touring Championship, and it's much more detailed than the two previous one, and the quality is better as well. Just looking at the front light and front itself, we can see the quality is much better. Again, Sebastian Loeb, number 9, Yokohama, Citroen Total. I like this checkboard theme. We have plastic wing, which is nicely done. Look at all those tempos, and generally we have plenty of tempos, good quality, I would say. A steering wheel, safety cage. Look at this exhaust, that's really funny. Very strange place for an exhaust, but it's even nicely done. You know that the shape of it, there is a little bit of silver color, I think. So it's really nicely done. I should have. Oh, that doesn't matter, you know. I have plenty of boxes here. Just remove those from the boxes, but you know, most of those boxes are very similar. So next model, Norev, Citroen C4, and this is rally car, something like Oz tires, Oz rims, acrylic headlamps, no tail lamps, not even painted. Again, Red Bull Total. We have steering wheel, we have safety cage, number 1. Steering column is a little bit strange, but you know, this isn't expensive. Those models probably are cheaper than Hot Wheels Premium, and they are still, in my opinion, better. Now, something very crazy. Norev, Peugeot 208 T16, Pikes Peak 2013. That's why this is so crazy. No mirrors, because those cars usually have no mirrors. Steering wheel in a very strange place between the seats. That's really amazing. Huge diffuser. Tail lamps are painted red, and huge wing. Oh, by the way, there is spare wheel as well, but I don't think those cars will have spare wheel. That's extra weight, and they don't need that extra weight. Norev. This is very interesting casting, because as you can see, this Citroen Xara is metal, and we have some simple information. 300 horse bhp and 200 kilometers per hour. Very nice surprise. The exhaust is very simplified, same as tail lamps. We have red tail lamps, but there is something like, no, because of those imperfection of paint on around tail lamps, and I think that's intentional. We can clearly see we have lights, not like There was one of those with red lights when it's almost impossible to see anything. Almost, it's impossible to see. Safety cage, steering wheel, and it's really nice steering wheel, as you can see. The details are nice as well. Citroen DS3 WRC, acrylic headlamps, rear lamps painted red paint, plastic wing, which is rather a brake than wing, because there is no gap there. We have steering wheel, huge, it looks like a huge frying pan. Bucket seats. Oh, here is something very nice and interesting. We have finished flag with snowflakes. That's cute. Another DS3, white gold livery, Abu Dhabi, total, no Red Bull, this is total Abu Dhabi. We have acrylic headlamps, and we have, same topic, red lights in the back. And look at this cute little exhaust. It's really funny, you know. From the rear it looks okay, and here it's just so minimalistic, which, you know, it's good way to make some extra details, looking not bad, and same time not wasting money, because, you know, if you put here proper exhaust, it wouldn't be a good idea, because it's flat. I know, you know, very often we can hear complaints about race cars or rally cars, you know, oh, there is no details on the bottom. In most of modern cars there is no details in the bottom, because almost everything is covered with plastic panels. We would be able to see exhaust, etc., but, you know, the amount of suspension we would be able to see, it will be very limited. Same about engine or transmission, those would be completely covered, maybe with some inspection flaps, which you need to unscrew anyway. This is Majorette Citroen C4 Sport concept car, 1/57 scale. Just looking at wheels, most people or many people will know this is Majorette. Nice tempos as headlamps, very nice livery, Monte Carlo number 1, Monte Carlo 2007. There is something wrong with this paint, or probably this is because of decals, maybe. Yeah, I think instead of those small decals, you know, like separate pieces, it looks like it's one much bigger. Again, it's cheaper, easier to put there, and we have plenty of sponsors here. Oh, and look here, we have panel gaps, so we can see where rear lamps should be, but otherwise it would be really hard to see. Very nice spoiler. It's not air brake, this is spoiler. This is proper wing, double wing, or even triple wing, because the lowest part is part of that spoiler, not the part of the casting. At least it looks like that. Another majorette, same scale, 1/57. Citroen C2. Nice wheels with imitation of brake discs, and of course we have suspension. Rather simplified headlamps, just a little bit of silver paint, but we have registration plate, nice livery. Even wiper blades are nicely done. And by the way, I think in both there is not much inside because we have black windscreen which is not transparent. Here we have name of driver and co-pilot, Oz rims. I think those looks more than those like Oz, but it is still nice detail. And here those gaps between panels and rear lights are not so great. Here I think there is too much paint and it filled that gap. Rally do var C2 Super 1600. And now we will go to family of very similar cars. At first I was thinking those are just newer and older. Maybe there is some difference in production year, but those are two different models. We will start with Peugeot 2008 DKR16. No suspension, but we have extra wheels. Very fancy rear lights. Again, nice total Red Bull livery. We have steering wheel, very nice looking interior, and wheels are completely plastic. That's one piece, plastic wheel, tire and rim. Here we have just different color variation, black with silver, otherwise no difference at all. And here we have 3008, and those are a little bit more posh. Look at those wheels. BF Goodrich, all-terrain, rear lights, very characteristic, front lights just black, total number 01, and recolor. Here wheels are even more fancy because we have red and blue, BF Goodrich and all-terrain, and even Dakar. Is there Dakar here? No, all-terrain TA, and here we have TA Dakar. The last three cars, those would be recolors. Citroen DS3, and it will be Something we've seen already a couple times. Acrylic headlamps and rear lights painted red. We have nice badge, DS Citroen. We have, all those three will have different livery here, just in front of rear wheel arch, and even wheels are same. Rims will be different colors. Here is silver, and we have the S3 with some kind of checkboard and stripe. I would say, as for such a cheap car and mirrors being part of casting, this is not perfect, but this is very decent representation of mirrors, side mirrors. We have steering wheel, nice interior, I would say very nice. Then we have black and red, and again we have different roof livery. Here we have Sebastian Loeb, again checkboard. Wheels, as you can see, same but black, completely black. And nothing here. And our last model, black and gold, again different roof. This is 2001. And golden rims and grayish R and checkboard. There are something, I think it's Citroen, but I couldn't decipher it even with, yeah, this is Citroen, but whatever is a second word, I can decipher it. So those are all models I wanted to present you. I will show you quickly boxes. So as you can see, we have photo of model, which is not really looking to see. It is a little bit similar, but we can see huge differences as well to the model I showed you. Norev is not lying, not pretending those are 1/64 scale. It will be 3-inch. It will be always 3-inch. You know that the boxes could be a little bit different because those could be made for different companies. Like we have Club Total, here is Citroen, we have also Citroen Racing, we have DS boxes, and we have regular. I think those regular Norev boxes are the best. Norev Racing. I like we can see car from both sides. And that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe it was a little bit long, but we have more than 20 cars. So without making it any longer, as usual, all the best for all of you and see you soon. Thank you, bye bye.